I'm starting. Wednesday night trade talk. We have first Alec and Cooper. Alec has received Jerrick McKinnon and Jeudy. Cooper has received Russell Gage and David Montgomery. Now we hear from them.
Nice.
All
right. I'll start it off, Coop.
I like the backstory thing that we did before. Like, who approaches the whole thing.
Yeah, so, Coop just messaged me the other day. I'm going through our text now, and he sent me the whole, Lost Lands, Couch Lands lineup, and we were talking about X and all that. He's going to have a great set, just normal shooting the shit and all. And then he's like, also, completely unrelated, but how do you feel about trading Montgomery? And I'm like, I could give him up, I'm not that high on him. I know Coop liked him, so I figured I could get a little good deal going. So I said, what you offering, how's it going? And he's like, well, I got some wide receivers out the ass. I'm like, I really don't need, a big-name wide receiver, like Montgomery level, because I already have I'm set on wide receivers. They're good. And I got rookies already. And then, then he said, how about McKinnon and a wide receiver? So I didn't really know much about McKinnon. I kind of looked him up, saw he was going to be the starter for a little while because they had some injuries. So that piqued my interest. So I tried to figure out who to get with McKinnon, tried to get Deontay Johnson, get a little slide in there, but that was too valuable. It was fair. I don't know. I knew he was high on Montgomery, so I figured see what I can get for it. And then he offered, and then I said him or Boyd, and then he offered Jeudy. And originally I didn't want Jeudy because I already got Lamb and Jefferson. So I'm like, I got a lot of rookies, but Jeudy was the original rookie wide receiver I wanted when the draft was happening, but I just didn't get him. So I thought about it a little bit, looked at the team, but I said, yeah, you can make this work. And then we figured out who to give off of my team and who was the other one I gave up, Russell Gage. I wasn't high on giving him up because he's been doing pretty good for the Falcons, but also fuck the Falcons, so figured why not.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? I mean, that's... All right, Alec, do you have anything else to say? Or do you want me to go?
No, that's it. You go.
All right, yeah. So, I mean, like you said, right, I reached out originally. I mean, I think you guys know at this point, Montgomery's my boy. I did want to keep him. It just didn't work out, right? I had too much value in other places. So
it's business.
But honestly, though, I didn't. It wasn't just because of Montgomery, right? I think the real reason why I did it was because, well, after these 2 weeks, I feel like it's pretty obvious that I'm making a run for it now. Considering both the points forward and the matchups that I played, right?
Your unique position.
So, yeah, exactly. So I was looking at my team. And I saw, and I was looking at my team and thinking about what happened this week, right, with all the running back injuries, all the major ones that happened, and even, just injuries in general, right? So I noticed that like Alec mentioned when I texted him, I told him I have wide receivers out the ass, right? Because I do. I'm starting 4 wide receivers right now, and I probably have 2 or 3 flex options that I could use, right? So but I also noticed on my team that I had Zeke and Chris Carson who were starting. And then the next option after that was Zach Moss. So basically I was one Chris Carson ACL injury away from basically not having a second running back. Right?
Zach Moss RB2 for the rest of the season.
Yeah, exactly. So considering the fact that, I'm making a run for it now, and that I had basically no RB depth besides the guys that I'm starting, I figured, okay, I should take the opportunity to flip one of these wide receivers, right? Get a guy on my bench who, even if he doesn't ball out or anything, he's at least guaranteed 18 touches or so, just because they traded away Jordan Howard and they haven't been using Cohen that much. I could at least get someone who's an option to use, right? If either during a bye week or if someone were to get injured. So I wanted the depth. I wanted to flip a wide receiver for that depth, and that's when I started thinking about Montgomery, right? Because I felt like I could Montgomery's not like a top tier guy, but he does have that role locked down. And I felt like I could flip one of my bench wide receivers to get him. So that's when I reached out to Alec because I saw that he had Montgomery, and then, what he said happened. I told him I would give him McKinnon because I felt like now was a kind of almost like a sell high opportunity on McKinnon because that backfield's going to be a mess. I feel like the 49ers are just going to be a mess in general. I might be wrong about it, right? But at this point, so many injuries. I don't know if they're going to be super high scoring. So I felt like now would be the high point to sell. Maybe if he did go off next week, I could sell him for higher. But I just wanted to cash in now on him. And I figured him plus a bench receiver would be enough to get Montgomery. So that's when we started going back and forth. I didn't want to get rid of Deontay Johnson at all, or Tyler Boyd, because I believe in both of them. And I was thinking about my keeps and the potential future of my team, right? And I was thinking, well, I have enough guys now where I could still get value keeps, and even at the wide receiver position, right? Because I could keep Deontay Johnson, who is starting to go off at this point, and that could be a value wide receiver keep for me. So I figured we'll probably have 7 keeps next time around, something like that. And
let's fucking go!
Go Bolt.
Let's fucking
all
go!
right, let him have it. Let him have it.
Yeah. Bolt check. Continue.
Yeah.
Boom, baby.
Cooch.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Anyway, just to wrap it up, just to wrap it up. So I was like, okay, I have enough people I can keep. I love Jeudy as a talent. That's why I drafted him, but I felt like I could just leverage him now, get someone that I can use this season to try to make a run for it. And that's basically what happened.
Hell yeah, brother. Right on. Does anybody in the jury want to have the floor?
Oh, what I missed?
This fucking kid.
That's all from me.
Yeah. What's up?
What?
Sharing my thoughts, or
Nope.
was someone else saying something?
No.
Go
You
ahead.
cut off for a bit.
You good?
So, in a vacuum, I think Al demolished you in this trade. Kind of like how people were saying in the last fantasy court. Like, I don't know, trading Jeudy for Montgomery and fucking whoever the fuck else you got. Russell Gage was kind of rough. And Jet, who's going to have, even with the other people back, he'll have, playing time on a Shanahan running offense. But with teams considered, Alex's team just got a lot weaker, and your team got a lot better. So I think Alex's team in the keep game is way better than yours, potentially. At least it has more options. And I think David Montgomery is a scrub who just played the Giants.
Not high in the Giants.
Not in the Giants.
That's fair. And I admit, I was giving him future value. I feel like that's kind of the core of the trade, right? Win now for future value.
Coops and win now. I'm more in.
Yeah.
Playing for later seasons. All right, Jose, you got any opinions?
Oh, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
There's
Muted.
nothing,
No.
nothing's
No,
coming
you
out there.
unmuted.
Yeah,
You
he
unmuted,
unmuted,
just
but then
can't
we
hear
can't
him.
hear him.
We heard you earlier.
That's true.
No, you're muted right now. Now you're unmuted, but we can't hear you.
Yeah, unmuted, but we can't hear.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you were doing earlier was working, but not now.
Fuck.
All right, let's while Jose resolves his technical issues, let's move on to Lucas.
I don't know. I feel like I've made it clear in the chat. I feel very neutral on the trade. Montgomery's fine. Jeudy's probably good for the future. especially with a lot of keeps. And then Russell Gage and Jerrick McKinnon are both just like, I don't know. All right.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
basically like
Russell-
trading
maybe-
waiver
yeah.
wire players.
They're just like some guys
Yeah.
to switch
You
back
just
and forth.
swapped-
Because Alec wanted a running back, so Cooper wanted a wide receiver back.
Swapped waiver wire players.
Yeah.
They're really just to like.
It's really
balance
just
whatever you want.
Jeudy for Montgomery, and then Alec was like, "Well, wait, now I have no running backs."
Yeah, exactly.
Hello?
Yeah, we hear you
Yeah,
now.
there you
Zach.
go.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. So I think it's a perfectly fine trade. I think they're both winners, honestly, because they traded for different reasons, and they both came out winners because of that. I respect the win now mentality.
Yo, Pog.
It's
Pog.
and it's
Oh,
hard.
shit.
It's hard.
It's
especially
Stammer.
with-
It was fucking Stammer.
Was it?
It was Stammer. I'm sorry to cut you off, Jose. This is huge. I can't believe he's even playing.
Oh yeah,
wait,
that was
wrong.
definitely him. That was definitely Stem.
That's
Holy
crazy.
fuck! It was him
Holy shit.
on a
Cool
breakaway.
Yeah, he
Are
did
you
it easy.
serious? 1v1.
Oh, it's definitely him.
It was dirty.
Yeah,
It was
definitely-
dirty.
Oh
It was
my
good.
god.
Fuck.
Yes, dude.
Holy shit! All right, Jose, pick it up.
All right. Is it 2-0 Lightning now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So, I respect the win now mentality, and it's very hard to go out and trade for an RB1, not like a fantasy wise RB1, but a team's workhorse, which David Montgomery is, without trading away some of your starting players in your lineup. And Coop did that. He traded away a future prospect, Jeudy, which, is a great piece to hold on to, but when you want to win now, you gotta sacrifice some of that stuff.
You got to make
I
moves.
respect that.
You gotta
And,
know it's time.
yeah. It's a win-win on both sides, the way I see it.
Yeah,
Very nice.
that's how I feel. The process on both sides is great.
All right, I think Danny's up next.
Yeah. I mean, basically, when you go into win now mode, you go into win now mode. You got to go in, and so I like that for him. I have some history with going into that mode, and
Can anybody hear what he's saying?
for me, I gave up
You-
draft capital, which I'm really regretting now, to be honest. But I
Yeah,
made some money.
I think we all
Hopefully, can get some money.
Yeah, some win now, hurt later feels.
Yeah, as long as he's trading Jerry Jeudy and not a fourth for Mark Ingram, I think it's an okay trade for a win now.
are. Oh man,
At the same time, though,
what a
you know,
classic
we have more keeps this season.
Counterpoint.
So-
How much money did you make, bitch?
Listen, that's a good one. You can say
Facts,
that.
though.
Yeah. Q's negative
Only
75,
one
just
person
like
can
us.
say that to me.
Oh yeah, negative 75. Wow.
Yeah, negative 75 gang. Negative 150
Sorry,
gang.
wait, negative 150 gang.
Mhm.
Yeah, where you at?
We're starting it up.
The one guy who's 0-2. Yuck.
Technically, I'm plus 675 right now.
I
If
think
were
we
to
should be
ghost you all-
we should be treating this as 3-0 and 0-3. I don't think we need to be treating this as 2-0 and 0-2. I don't think that's not the point.
What,
here.
you and Quentin?
Me and Coop.
Oh, yeah.
He called me 0-2. I'd like to beg to differ. Let's
What,
skip
you're
ahead.
0-2?
Let's start thinking. Yeah, come on.
He's
Yeah.
playing Coop this week. He gave up. He's sad. He's tilting.
Yeah.
I'm not
0-3,
tilting.
baby.
It's just it's acceptance. The tilt was it already happened. Look, it's
Tilt was
done.
years ago.
It won't
child.
happen. It
You've
won't
been
ever
tilted.
happen again. I'll never tilt again.
Not after that David Montgomery trade. Coop's got it locked up.
Yeah, Coop's gonna start David Montgomery and
Let's go, baby.
then.
Yeah, I guess Ket does have a chance to be starting David Montgomery.
I probably
David
lost
Montgomery's
him
not that bad, baby. Chi-town. I'm waiting for your Kanye. I'm waiting for your Kanye nickname on David Montgomery.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
go
just
on.
lost. I just lost to David
It's
Montgomery.
gotta be
Alec had
homecoming,
David
right?
Montgomery and he beat me.
Oh my god,
He's on
that's
the
good.
bench.
And now, oh yeah, so you have to play him because then he'll just beat me 2 times in a row. Get beat by David Montgomery twice.
He was on the bench last week.
Okay.
Coop, if you don't make it homecoming, I'm gonna be furious.
Dude, I was just thinking that. Yeah. It
It's
happened.
like-
Homecoming?
He's
It
home.
has to be.
He's home. He's home.
It was like
Is
the
there
Daniel
already
Jones
a
experience.
homecoming?
It was meant to be, dude.
Is
It
there
was
one
meant
yet?
No, I just looked at Coop's team. There is no homecoming.
There is no homecoming.
I looked through I was like, I gotta find a name.
Now I'm
And
thinking
boom,
about those
I'll do
lyrics as a song about David Montgomery.
to be.
Yo, Cad.
But
check your
even
phone.
the best part though is David Montgomery plays for Chicago.
Yeah, that's
It's
something-
fucking
meant to
that's
be.
why I
It's
said it, bro.
Chi-Town.
It's like many
That's
levels.
why I said it. I was like, whoa. And then I was like, wait, David Montgomery and Coop have history. It's homecoming on like 4 different levels. So I think just for that, Coop won the trade.
Nice.
All right, I'm just gonna be watching the Lightning game. Luke, you're a thief. There, I'm done.
Good take.
All right.
Take-
All right, boys.
Submitted.
On to the next one.
I'll play the music and read the fucking trade. Wow,
Wow,
there's a lot of
Oh,
there's
yeah,
a lot of
it's like
players that moved around here.
20 players. There's a lot of
Jesus
players.
Christ. What a
Yeah.
fucking laundry list.
Yeah, it's a mindfuck.
Yeah.
Holy
Mine's
shit,
easy.
man.
That's like two people.
Yeah, yours is easy. Let's see, I'll start the song from the beginning. There's been a 3-way trade between Lucas, Rohn, and Quentin. Lucas acquired Teddy Bridgewater, Amari Cooper, Derrick Henry, and Chase Edmonds. Rohn acquired Julio, Devante Parker, Carson Wentz, and Myles Gaskin. Quentin acquired Deshaun Watson and Cam Akers. Now we'll hear from them.
I think I'll cover the background on it because I built the trade from the ground
No,
up.
I think I can cover the background. So, I was approached by Lucas, as I always am, to take part in a 3-way trade. Listen.
History's second 3-way trade.
All Lucas has to say to me is 3-way trade, and I say I'm in. I wanted to make it a 4-way trade so that I could get Stephon Diggs from Danny, but he's a little bitch.
That's true, this isn't public
who has
information.
No balls. He has no
That is
balls.
true. That was it was going to be the league's first 4-man trade with the same people as last year's first 3-man trade, but with Rohn added. But then
The
Danny
memes
backed
were
out.
gonna be huge,
He didn't
and I was
like
gonna
it.
get
The memes were
Stephon
loaded
Diggs.
up, locked. It was great.
But
There is a
instead-
4-man trade meme that will never be
I
shown. It's in
digress.
the Lost
I
Memes
digress.
archives.
Yeah, I digress. It's a 3-man trade now. And really, Lucas tailored the trade to each and every one of us. He found 2 wounded deer out of the pack, and he said, what do they need? And he looked at me, and he saw Baker Mayfield, Mitch Trubisky, and Teddy Bridgewater. And he said he needs a fucking quarterback. That's what he needs. Those are 3 QBs on a team that I don't think any one of them deserves any spot in the top 25 QB rankings. All right? And he said, Deshaun Watson. And I said, what? Deshaun Watson hasn't been putting up numbers as a front because Deshaun Watson, he's about to be over the hump. These first 3 weeks, this is this isn't the Deshaun that we know. Check back with me week 4 when Deshaun Watson is fucking the Vikings defense. When he's putting up 55 points against whatever battered and tattered secondary there is wearing the purple and gold. And then I say,
Go Vikings,
Thank you.
obviously, right?
go Skull. Yeah.
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 Skull on later.
That's it for sorry. Also, fuck. Who else did I send? Oh, okay. Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, so you
that's
got
fine.
Deshaun
I-
Watson
no,
and
I got
Cam
it, I got
Akers
it.
for Teddy and
You just
Amari.
need a quarterback back, yeah.
So listen, in my opinion, I think that Teddy Bridgewater and Amari for Deshaun, in and of itself, I could make an argument. I could make an argument because again, I have dog shit QBs: Baker, Mitch, Teddy. All right, I needed someone. So I said Amari Cooper, take him out of here. CD Lamb, Michael Gallup, those are 2 wide receiver ones right there. Amari Cooper, he's by the wayside. Bet he tears his, something next week, I don't want him. And Cam Akers, maybe he's got a little rib injury. Maybe, maybe he doesn't. But anyway, I think he's a good rookie stud in a 3-man committee, and he probably won't get a lot of touches. But what if he does? Thank you.
Cheers to
Cheers, yeah,
Oh,
cheers.
sorry. take a quick break to say fuck the Stars.
Yeah, fuck the
Yeah,
stars.
fuck the
Stars.
Stars.
2-1,
I'm out,
2-1.
boys. So Lucas, you do your thing.
I don't really have anything to say. You pretty much covered it all. I just found a team that was starting a total of 5 points at wide receiver and a team that was starting a total of 20 points at quarterback. And I had them switch positions with each other. And then I got players I liked. Wait. Everyone full
Rohn?
screen cat. Wait,
Rohn,
everyone
you
full
could
screen cat.
please-
Look. Whoa. Cat in the background. Look.
Yeah, cat
He's
in the
like
back.
cuddling up to go
Cat
to
in the
sleep.
back.
It's really cute.
Ron, if you could please, as articulately as possible, type your argument in chat, and I will read it
yeah,
out for
Quentin
you
will
as
read it.
eloquently as I
Tell you.
can.
He's right now. I feel like this needs to be known. He has typed out cat
hashtag
with a
type the
question mark
process.
after it 5 times.
Cat? Yeah.
I want
he
to hear,
said
I want to
cat
hear
and
you say
Send it
this.
to you.
That's not just cat. That's Tom.
That is Tom. Hi, Tom.
Cat? No, I'm not gonna do that at all. Oh, Ron, my formal statement. Holy shit, this was so fast. Oh, there's nothing to it. It just says my formal statement. Maybe
It's like
he's
the.
typing, but it doesn't look like he's typing. So
Yeah, that'd be great.
I think maybe I got gotcha. I think it's a bit of a gotcha prank.
Dwight Schrute. I forget what he said. What was
Yeah.
the apology he read? Yeah, I apologize.
My condolences.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
state my regret.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
I
state my
state.
regret.
I state my regret. Couldn't
Oh,
memorize
here he
that.
goes.
Oh shit.
Okay, here we go.
Quentin's gonna read it out.
Lucas, I'm gonna be off. Just lip sync it. Somebody lip sync it, because I'm gonna be off cam. Okay. My formal statement. I don't care what anybody has to say about my trade because Jose said Adam Thielen was better than Julio and Devante Parker combined. And then he says thank you, but the T and the H are both capitalized. So it's like a thank you. Something, or maybe
The
T
hank
thank you, like a Tom Hanks
The hank
reference. Who knows?
Nice.
So let's hear from the jury. Let's go to Dono first, because Dono's pretty articulate. He always knows what he wants to say. So let's hear.
Let's just wait for a second before Dono goes. Let's ponder the words of Dom. Let's just think back on Dom's closing statement. I forget what he said, but
His pre-opening statement. I don't know.
we can imagine that was placed right here.
No, I'm pretty sure Dom said right before he left, he was like, "Yo, good job, Quentin."
Quentin,
Like,
I've
I'm
always
pretty-
loved you like a son.
I'm pretty sure it was like, "I'm proud of you, son," or something like that, like along those lines.
You did it, champ.
Also, in week 1, Deshaun Watson's completion percentage was 69%.
Oh, nice.
take a minute.
Okay, nice.
I'll take a drink to that.
Hell yeah, brother. All right,
All right.
it's Dono's time.
So I think the easiest way to look at potential trade winners or losers in a three-way trade that's way more complex than just looking at players leaving one team and entering another is just to look individually on who they gave up and who they got. So we have Lucas, who gave up Devante Parker, Carson Wentz, Myles Gaskin, Cam Akers, Julio Jones. And he got Teddy Bridgewater, Amari Cooper, Derrick Henry, Chase Edmonds. You completely get rid of Teddy Bridgewater and Chase Edmonds because who cares? You get rid of Myles Gaskin, and I would get rid of Carson Wentz, but whatever, I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
This is the Giants fan.
He got
He's been
well,
terrible.
no, Carson's been awful.
Traded for
Yeah.
Daniel
So
Jones.
bad.
Watch a football game.
Daniel
sometime.
Jones runs the ball a lot.
I'll get to that, though. I'll get to that. But Derrick Henry and Amari Cooper for Devante Parker and Julio Jones. And I don't consider Cam Akers anything special either. He was drafted pretty high too.
Cam Akers in Dynasty is worth nothing. Got it here first.
What?
People said the
Well,
same
I
thing.
don't think.
Heard it here
Year one.
first. Rookie running back worth nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he was drafted pretty high,
In 2 weeks.
especially for what he's done. This is me talking. How about you shut the fuck up?
I'm listening to you. These are called
So yeah,
counterpoints.
he
Hilarious.
traded. Yeah, this isn't your time for counterpoints or whatever. So anyway, Julio Jones for Derrick Henry and Amari Cooper is stupid, in my opinion. That's the massive value that Lucas gave up. So that's why I think it was a bit of a steal.
But yeah.
So shut the fuck up. So Rohn got Devante Parker, Carson Wentz, Myles Gaskin, and Julio, giving up Derrick Henry, Deshaun Watson, Chase Edmonds. I don't think the only person of value there is, well, Devante's okay, but Julio, who's hurt right now, so that's not really good. With a hamstring that can nag. Giving up Derrick Henry and Deshaun for that, in my opinion, isn't the best. And then Quentin getting Deshaun and Cam. I don't personally care about Cam. Losing Teddy Bridgewater doesn't matter either, so it's basically Amari for Deshaun. Fine. It's fine. I think that Deshaun Watson is, obviously not as good as he used to be behind that O line, and without DeAndre Hopkins on his team. So, okay for Quentin, not so great for Ron in my opinion, and Lucas is a swindling bastard who doesn't know proper etiquette.
May I counterpoint for a minute?
Yeah.
After Todd Gurley's rookie year, many people had a lot of bad things to say. He
got Rookie of the Year.
He'll never after
Yeah,
Todd
he
Gurley's
got offensive
sophomore
rookie.
He
year.
got Rookie of the
After
Year.
Todd Gurley's sophomore year,
It's like, dude, he slapped. He did a great job.
Okay,
people
yeah,
had
no,
a
no,
lot
no.
of
He's
bad
right. He's
things
right.
to say. I remember I watched a Stephen A. Smith, very reputable ESPN reporter. He said that Todd Gurley lacked good awareness or vision, but under Sean McVay, Todd Gurley took on a new skin. And I think when they drafted Cam Akers, that's their guy. That's going to be their number one. Do they have a 3-person committee right now? Yeah. Will they for the rest of the year? Probably, But maybe, just maybe, he gets out of there and he pops off, and then I'm going to be sitting here laughing at all you guys. And if he doesn't, I still have Deshaun.
So wait, hold on. So
go.
you're saying with little production, you're going to keep Cam Akers in the 5th?
I'm not going to say I'm not going to do
We're
it.
2 weeks in.
I've seen crazier
I'm
things
just saying,
happen.
he made the trade 2 weeks in, right?
Yeah.
Like, I get that it's a
He
speculative
didn't give
play.
up
I'm
that
just
much
saying,
for
like,
Cam
in a 3-person committee purchasing him while he's injured, you think that, that's a positive outlook
Do you buy stocks when they're
in a
high,
3-man
Tondo,
backfield?
or do you buy stocks when they're low?
I buy stocks when I think they're going to be good.
Cam Akers? Okay, then why not buy
There you
Cam
go.
Akers?
Nice.
I'll trade you Cam Akers. That seems ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
That's pretty good.
All right, next person. Jose, you're up.
All right, so first, I want to get this on record. I never once said that Adam Thielen is better than Julio Jones.
To the boards.
Devante Parker. All right, now that is clear, I'll start off with
I'll be back.
Quentin's part of the trade because it's the smallest part of the trade. I like it. I like it for Quentin. He got Deshaun Watson, which I view as the quarterback's number 6 for the rest of the season. A month ago, I would have said QB5, but Kyler Murray is surprisingly good. And Cam Akers, yeah, he could be something. He could not be. You also don't register your keeps until at pretty much the beginning of training camp or towards the end of training camp. And by that time, maybe the Rams get rid of Malcolm Brown, or they get rid of Darrell Henderson. I don't know. A lot can happen. Maybe they draft another running back and Cam Akers has no value. We don't know. But
that would be clutch.
Very true.
Yeah, and Amari Cooper doesn't have much future value, I think, with the 2 young studs and at wide receiver and on the Cowboys. Off to Ron. So he was obviously looking for a receiver or receivers, which he desperately needed. But if you give up Derrick Henry, and involved in the trade is one of the person in the league with the most wide receivers and all you get out of it is Julio Jones and Devante Parker, I don't think you got enough. I think you could have squeezed out a much better receiver than Devante Parker from Lucas, because Derrick Henry is a huge benefit to Lucas's team, and Devante Parker is almost a non-contributor on Lucas's team. I think honestly, maybe put Godwin in there would be more fair.
Lucas would never do that. Let's
As the
Probably
person
not.
in the trade, I wouldn't have added anyone but Devante Parker, because it's like 4 top tier, and then so there's no one in the middle.
But then you can go to someone else.
Yeah,
Doesn't have to be.
could have gone to Dom. Anyways, I don't
Devante
Devante
Parker
Parker
is his
very
guy.
highly. He's going to be he's an okay wide receiver too, but man, giving up Derrick Henry for pretty much just Julio and then Devante Parker is not enough. And then Lucas obviously came away with the big fleece. He's in win now mode. Amari Cooper this season is a good win now receiver. It's an upgrade over Devante Parker and a slight downgrade from Julio, but Lucas has so many receivers that he still might not even need Amari Cooper. And Derrick Henry is huge, absolutely huge. That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you. My favorite part was when you said that you liked what I did. It was an
My
apt
favorite part
observation.
was when you said QB6. Thank you.
Yeah, it was apt observation. I felt like Cooper. I've seen you showing those pearly whites a little bit. Let's see what you have to say.
Dude, this has had me laughing.
It's good.
What do you even say? What do you even say about this? Okay, well, can we stop hating on Deshaun Watson? I mean, the man he played the Chiefs and the fucking Ravens, like basically the two Super Bowl caliber teams. He's still great. He's still fucking great. He's still gonna get you a ton of points. I love him, honestly. I mean, I don't know if he's a keeper value, just because I think it was in the second. That's a little rough.
Here's my thing. Here's my view, right? You've got Danny keeping Mahomes in the second, and Deshaun runs easy. And also, next year, if we are keeping 6 players, maybe a QB keep in the second isn't that much of a stretch because everybody's got fucking crazy, like Kyler in the 8th, Lamar in the 8th. Everybody's got different little fuckers up there.
Joe Burrow in the Alec round.
Yeah, Joe Burrow.
I think
the Alex round.
I want this on the record. There are going to be 6 keeps next year. We already voted on that.
Yeah, at least.
Joe Burrow in the 5.
so.
Joe Burrow in the 5.
Yes, at least.
We
Could
voted
be
on
more.
how many keeps we had before this draft. So how many keeps you go into next year with doesn't affect your vote. So we're going into next year with 6.
Oh, it's a hard
I thought
6.
we vote at the end.
No, we voted
Thought we
last
vote
year.
between-
Otherwise, you would vote based off of your roster, right? So if I look at my team and I'm like, my team sucks ass, I'm gonna only be able to keep 5
Yeah,
guys.
and then
I
this
would
year we do
vote
it for the
only
next
at
year.
2. So
You
you vote a
voted-
year off. That way your team
Yeah.
doesn't
It was the
alter how
poll
you
in
want.
February. Yeah, January, February.
Yeah.
Yeah, we entered the league knowing we'd have 3 keepers, and then we voted last year on how many to add.
All right, so Coop, you left off saying that you love Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, Deshaun's great. I mean, the Akers thing, I don't know. I'm not personally high on him, but I like I like buying the stock, especially at the price. I like that.
That's a fellow Robin Hood man right
It's
there.
cheap, man.
Yeah.
Cheap
Yeah,
stock.
it was pretty good, and it could turn into something. So,
What was that one stock that everyone kept buying on Robinhood after they went bankrupt?
Kodak.
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
I could see Kodak.
That being a thing. It went up after they went bankrupt.
It was basically Kodak, right?
It hurts.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Car rental. Yeah, thanks, Donna.
And then I guess the final takeaway. I mean, Lucas, obviously fucking made away like a bandit. The Derrick Henry is retarded in the I think it's like in the 4th round too.
It's late.
So I mean, it's 5th. So
No, it's
just
the 4th,
absolutely.
It's,
okay.
It's late. It doesn't matter.
It's
4 or 5.
absolutely ridiculous considering he's probably going to be like the 3rd running back pick next year. So, Yeah, I mean, that's a steal alone. And then Amari Cooper for Julio. I mean, honestly, at this point, with the Julio injury, Amari might even be an upgrade. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, nothing too much to take away. Not a fan of what Rohn got. Dig in what Quentin got. And then, obviously, Lucas is number 1.
I'll take number 2. I've taken it before. I'll take it again. I like that.
All right.
Ron says
no.
Chiefs defense sucks ass. Ron, why are you talking shit about me? I've been on your side all day. Fuck you. And then he
What?
says, are we in win now mode or thinking about next year's draft?
Probably depends for each team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you'd have to tailor that to your team.
Lucas voice touchdown regression.
That was pretty funny.
I fucking love that.
Touchdown
That's really
regression.
good.
Dude, come on.
All right, Alec, let's see
All
what we
right.
have to hear. Let's hear your takes.
Lucas fleeced him. Q got pretty good value. Can't complain with him. Ron got fleeced. Go Bolts. Fuck the Stars. GG. Well played.
Go Bolts, fuck the Stars.
Okay. Danny, what do you have to say?
Yeah, so as it came out during Discovery, I was almost involved with this trade. Would have been historic.
Pussy.
Yeah, well
I
the
would've
thing
had
is,
Diggs.
I would have to give up Diggs, and Luke was putting a lot of pressure on me. It was like a time constraint thing. He was saying, "Come on, we got to get this done before waivers."
It didn't get done.
Literally,
It got fucking done at
Luke was at,
12:03.
He
Still
said that to
sad
me.
at
I was
that.
like, no. I was
It's
like,
true, you
Quentin
did it-
held it until
doing
post
Did it
waivers.
right after
I
waivers
held
ran.
it.
Right after
Quentin
waivers ran.
ghosted me. Quentin ghosted me for the 5 minutes until waivers.
Yeah, I straight up ghosted his ass. I looked at my phone. I fucking flipped it over. I said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
No,
So I would have had to give up Diggs. The original offer was I was gonna get Cam Akers and Robbie Anderson for Diggs, and I was like, "Fuck Akers. I would need more than that." So then I was thinking about it, and then I was like, I just don't see how I can make this happen, and I don't like the time pressure. I feel like, it's a little sketch.
Yeah, I would need to think about that. I wouldn't feel any strong feeling either way about that. Like I would just be like,
Yeah, you don't rush.
I would be trying to
You
look
don't
at my
rush
team
that
and
one.
like be like, all right, let's think about this.
After
Yeah,
You gotta
so-
think of rounds and shit.
So I bailed on it, but after seeing the final thing, after I exited the trade, it's definitely, it's Luke. Luke got the most value. He got Derrick Henry and Amari, which is just good for his fucking team. It's insane for his team. And then Q got Deshaun, and honestly, his weakest position was quarterback, so Deshaun was good for him. And then Rohn just kind of got fucked. Yeah, I don't like any of the players he got at all. So I think it's a little rough for him.
Rohn interjects.
Especially-
Cross examination.
Oh,
One
nice.
second, Danny.
Nice.
Was my weakest position not wide receiver? Danny, what is your response?
Q just said that?
No.
Ron did.
Ron
Ron-
is typing
Ron
in chat.
typed it in
Quentin's,
chat.
Quentin's, yeah.
Oh, I agree with Ron. I think Quentin sucks at receiver.
He's talking about his own team.
Oh,
You don't
Let's see,
like-
he's
I just
got
think Quentin's
Julio,
team sucks.
Hilton.
Toronto, you have a
And the thing is he
Daniel
gave up
Jones
Deshaun.
stat. Please shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. If Saquon Barkley didn't fucking just die last week, you would have lost that trade by a fucking mile. You're dog shit. The only reason you get anything done is because you send players away that get fucking murdered. That's it. Devante Adams turf toe. You fucking knew that was happening. You're a fucking psychic, and I know it, and you suck. Good
That's
trade,
something
though. I
we
like
can all
Nick Chubb.
agree on.
Cheers.
Nick Chubb was good this week.
Fucking got him.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah, that's the bumper.
We'll say this trade would
How about
look
you
much
say that
better
when you
for
actually
Ron.
can drink?
Look better what?
If it would look better for Ron if Amari Cooper, if he got Amari Cooper instead of Devante Parker, I think.
Oh,
I was just
God,
about
yeah.
to say that. I was like,
That'd
yeah,
make me
Oh,
feel
that
pretty
would
good
be
about
nice.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
good
would've
on-
been a
that'd
good
be
trade.
good on all sides, right?
We
Yeah.
could just finesse
When you
that
said
in there.
upgrade, I was like, Amari Cooper kind of looks like an upgrade. That could have
Yeah.
slid down.
If anything, Rohn should have at least tried to cop 300 fab or so. I don't know, dude, just something
Dude,
to make it more
yeah,
extra.
Lucas
Cop some
flushed
fab
the
to balance it
right
out.
now.
Equalizer.
Give me a Mike Davis. Yeah.
And clearly Luke was trying and Q were trying to push this to go through, so you could have at least skimmed like a couple hundred fab each off each of them.
Take 200 off it. Take 200.
If you asked for
200
$50 fab as from Lucas as a grease payment, he would have sent it over without thinking about it.
I would have dropped out off the principle of it.
How about a tight end? Says Danny.
Yeah. What tight end may you have?
I see you
Yeah,
only have one
Austin
starting
Hooper.
tight end. Not sure we can
mean,
make a deal. I think we heard
How
from
about
everybody,
Devonta
right?
Freeman?
Yeah, the 5-head play.
Freeman.
Big
It
fan.
was such a good. It was free. It was actually free.
Dude, that shit
It was really great. It was
I
really
saw
good.
that. I went, oh shit, he was a free agent, so he could just be signed immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
It
ass,
great.
dude. I was waiting for Wednesday.
Because he had a Monday night player. It was like just total, absolute, just the biggest brain of all time. Like if you didn't have a droppable Monday night player, that wouldn't have been. It was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect.
It was insane. We heard from everybody though, right?
Yeah, basically, if you want me to just summarize, just to finish it off,
Let's go.
we talked to
Did
everyone.
anyone
Quentin and
have a
Rohn
unique opinion?
lost. Quentin potentially the most.
Yeah, I think everyone actually had a pretty similar opinion. Dono was a little bit lower on Quentin's side.
What are you
I
saying?
guess my opinion was that
What are
Quentin.
you saying?
You
No,
know,
no, shut
I
up.
agree with everybody.
Dono, repeat that. And I'm not going to interrupt
This
you
is-
like
this is
Lucas.
where we
Get your
differ,
full
yeah.
fucking statement out.
Yeah.
Get your full statement out, and I'm going to fucking rebuttal, because that's dog shit and you're dumb, so let's hear it.
I think you're a fantasy retard.
Okay, I'm sorry. You know what? Actually, I'm so sorry that I don't only listen to the Fantasy Footballers podcast. I'm so sorry, Dono. You're fucking terrible. Your team is terrible. You have a Darius Slayton, Daniel Jones stack, and you actually
I
want to
just beat
keep...
you.
No. You want to keep Darius Slayton. You want to keep him. That's a thing that you said
Whoa,
last week.
whoa, whoa.
You're terrible.
Slayton's
You
a
don't deserve
filthy
anything.
keep. Let's just put that out there.
I
That's
think
really-
that
that's
other
straight-
people might
that's
think
straight.
that it could be decent.
Yeah, you put
Let's
out.
go. Here we go. Here we go.
Like it's like 11th round.
It's definitely not an early round.
Oh
It's
no, I'm
great.
looking at Dom's team. I was like, wait a minute, this team is so good. I knew it couldn't have been your team. It was fucking Dom's team. Oh, let's switch the sides.
You should just look at the matchup last week
Darius
where I beat
Slayton,
you.
Julian Edelman.
That's
are
an
your
easy
two-
way to
no,
see
no,
my
no,
team.
No, Mic drop. Your two wide receivers are Darius Slayton and Julian Edelman. Get the fuck out of my chat, buddy.
Look
That's
down.
your two wide receivers.
Look
You know
down.
what that makes? Darius
Look
Slayton
down.
and Julian Edelman.
Look down.
L. Oh, who
Look
else?
down.
Oh, Keenan Allen. He's literally 50 years old. I'm sorry.
down.
What? DJ Chark?
down.
Oh, what?
Kenny
Oh, he's not
Galladay.
injured
Look down.
back? Injured back? Oh, okay. Oh, Kenny
down.
Galladay? He won't play. He won't play again. Matt Patricia's lying about his
He's fucking done.
game.
His leg fell off 3 weeks ago, and you just don't have the
My
guts
wide
to
receiver depth is actually retarded, so you don't know what you're talking about.
Your wide receiver depth? What? DJ Chark? Fourth on his team in targets through 2 weeks? Sorry. Terrible. Less targets than LaVisca
What?
Chenault.
Hey,
Kenny Galladay? What? Who even is that? Marvin Jones backup?
Get out of
Oh,
here.
no, I'm
That's
sorry.
okay.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. Actually, you do have Michael Pittman. That's good depth. That's good depth. Get the fuck out of my chat. This is ridiculous. Thank you guys all.
Yeah, it's pretty good depth. Do you want to
Oh,
list
yeah,
off your depth,
MVS
and we could
too.
talk about that?
MVS is good. I would take
Let's look at
Robbie
your depth.
Anderson over any of
Depth
your wide
wars.
receivers. I would take Robbie Anderson over.
Yo, Quentin, list off your wide receivers real quick.
Tyreek Hill better than any of your wide receivers. Any of them. That's
Okay.
depth for you.
Keep going.
That's depth. No, that's depth.
Keep going.
That's depth. My
the
one-
opposite of
I-
depth.
I rest my case.
he doesn't want to
I
name
rest
his.
my
He doesn't
case.
want to name
I
his.
rec-
He
I
doesn't want to name
recommend
it.
you read a dictionary.
He doesn't
sir.
want to name the second wide
MVS is
receiver.
better than
I
your
would
third best
trade
receiver.
Tyreek Hill for all of your wide receivers combined. That's how terrible they are.
Look, all right.
That's
Quentin,
why you're bad at
Quentin,
fantasy.
you've got a platoon, but you've got depth, but like, look, I knew why you didn't want to read your wide receivers.
No,
It's
take a look.
Tyreek Hill,
Let's take a look.
and then it's
Mark
just
Andrews,
everybody else.
Tyreek
Yeah.
Hill,
It's just
Okay.
all flex plays.
Robbie Anderson, 18 targets through 2 weeks. I think that's more
That's
than
your wide
all of your
receiver
bench
too?
wide receivers combined.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you stopped talking.
Oh,
Donovan.
I would love to see him trade
no, I
for
He's a
appreciate
great.
the
He's
funny
a
thing
great
you're
flex
doing.
play,
I
man.
appreciate the funny thing you're doing.
Donovan, your
Yeah,
wide
hey,
receiver
Quentin.
two is
To be
Julian
real.
Edelman.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, Julian
Let's be
Edelman.
real. Let's be real.
Receivers don't matter.
Like, your trade was fine on your end. It was fine. Whatever. But
No, he said it. That's
don't
it.
come
Cut
at
it.
my wide
Cut
receiver
it.
depth based
Yeah,
on this.
GG's. All right, everybody. Thank you.
You said my trade. You said my trade was bad. You said my trade was bad, and it might have been worse than Ron's. And now immediately you flip flop and say that it's fine. You have no.
That was a
principles,
joke.
You have no
Yeah, that was
principles,
definitely a
and
joke.
you are a baby. Also, if that was a joke, thank you.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Yeah. All right. Oh, also, N'Keal Harry. That's the Pats wide receiver one, buddy. Julian Edelman is nothing. After
Nikhil
he dies
versus
this
Jules.
year, N'Keal's it. That's big time.
After Edelman just put up his single best receiving game, is that what you're saying? That he's nothing?
Hey man, fake news. It's
Hey,
Cam
Danny,
Newton.
how's Saquon?
Cam Newton's
How's
the best
Saquon,
quarterback he's ever had.
Danny,
Oh.
how's Saquon? How's Saquon? Yeah, get
Too
the fuck out
soon,
of here.
bro.
Come on.
Fucked up, Quentin.
Bro,
Fuck.
Q, you needed a Monday night miracle to beat my team. Your ass, bro.
Rohn.
You're in the gutter with me.
Rohn says Kenny Galladay died in 2010. He just said, if I know anything about fantasy, it's that the season before is the easiest way to know what's going to happen the next year.
Good take.
Good takes. Kenny Galladay died in 2010. It's true. People don't know this, but I think people are beginning to find out. Kenny Galladay's been dead for 10 years.
Oh man.
It's like some
Cave
Mandela
Paul.
effect shit.
Yeah, some Mandela effect. It's not. It hasn't been Kenny Galladay this whole time. It's been Marvin Jones in a Kenny Galladay skin suit.
All right, I think we're done here,
All right,
boys.
I'm out.
Yep.
And I also
Good
don't
one.
appreciate you ghosting me, Ron, and you won't answer me. I just want to be your friend.
I just want to talk trades. He's gone.
All
All right, GG's,
right,
guys.
peace out, everyone.
See ya.
Later.
The hive is still here.
Playing the outro music.